Here are some highlights of this program.
Hello everybody.
Welcome to Brainstorm exclusive interview.
Our education should be corrected, adapted, and updated.
Live better, they can send their children to school because they can interact with their authorities.
Mechanics, electricity, computer science, innovation,
And we know that this Brainstorm.
You yourself, after watching this interesting program, notice the final statement made by our notable guest, a brand new one. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new edition of Brainstorm. Now today's theme is public administration and job opportunity in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. What is the need for public administration around the world and in the DRC? How could some challenges be overcome in the DRC as regards public administration? And how could young Congolese people make good use of job opportunity? I'm not the only one on this stage to discuss this topic. I'm honored with a guest whose name is Fiska Songo. Hello.
Hello, Gitombe.
Everything is okay?
Wonderful. Everything is under control.
Happy to welcome you.
So am I.
Very first time.
Very first time.
Let me introduce to my guest, Fiska Songo. Is a Bachelor in Business Administration, BA, and UPC American Corner English Club Chairman.
Okay.
All right. And former IMA World Health Consultant in Translation. It means IMA, Interchange Medical Assistance International NGO.
Yeah.
You do everything okay, just a good qualifications, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm delighted to welcome you on this show.
Thank you so much.
So we know we talk about public administration in the Democratic Republic of Congo as well as job opportunity. But look at what young people around the world, specifically in different universities and college, talk about possibilities of job and what can be done through or thanks to public administration. Please watch this video and we'll be back.
Humber's public administration program is really interesting and informative and different, I think, from all the other programs out there in Canada and Ontario because of the practical, tangible skills that we're able to gain and develop and practice throughout the 12-month period that we're here.
It prepares you for the workforce in such a way that you work on your public speaking skills, you work on your interpersonal skills, your teamwork skills. We complete most of the coursework in designated teams of 4 or 5, and so you're constantly challenged on every assignment to collaborate well with your team. It really challenged me to get out of my comfort zone, and that's really the reason why I joined the program and why I stayed in the program.
The practical work that we stress in the program is something they're going to do on the job day one. We teach them how to do everything from briefing notes to advertising strategy to policy submissions to networking events, things that they're going to actually use on the job. The highlight of the program is a minimum 8-week field placement where students have the opportunity to apply the skills and knowledge they've gained in the program to a workplace setting.
I went to Western, did my undergraduate in political science, came out thinking, I'm going to change the world, and then you can't get a job. It's just, you don't have tangible skills. I had theory, I could write a 10,000 word paper on political theory, but what good does that do you in the workplace? I had skills that I couldn't transfer into a job. I could get another job, but it wasn't one that matched up with my career ambitions. I wanted tangible skills. I wanted core competencies. I wanted bullet points on my resume. I was looking for a lot from a program, and I was told that I could find it here if I put in the effort. And I put in the effort, and I found it here. And I couldn't have been happier about the decision to come to Humber College and do the POC admin program.
All right, now let's get to our subject, public administration and job opportunity in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This concept, public administration, what does it mean for you?
Yeah, I will start by a simple example. Thank you for this wonderful question. It's like you have a car. With your car, the essential tool is called the engine. So you need the engine to make it perform, to make it move. So the administration, for me, it is the engine of the government. So it is, in simple definition, it is what we call the governmental instrument. So it helps it to move ahead.
Okay, that's a general aspect explanations, but now we're in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Is there a need to talk about public administration nowadays?
We do. There's a need. We really need to talk about it because the way we see, actually we do have many reasons. I think couple of years ago, people were really fed up with the administration. Like young men, if you tell them to go to work in administration, will tell you, that is for old people. What am I going to do there? But now people have understood. They have another concept to say, yes, I can work. I remember my professor, he gave me fiscalité. He was saying, no, it's happy for me to work in public administration. It's not like 10 years ago, you guys, you refused to work on it, but I am happy to work.
Okay, I know that you just come from university. You've graduated.
Yes.
You made it, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
But you based on theory. Some courses are studied about public administration.
Okay.
But how is public administration supposed to work based on the DRC?
I think so. The public administration, as I said earlier, it is a tool. It is an instrument. And if you want your administration, you want the company, let's say, to move ahead, you should work on the instruments. What takes means those who work in administration should be well prepared, and you should place, as we say, the right person at the right place and work on their performances, and also to have targets. Because to my humble opinion, some people go to office, they work in the public administration, no target, no objectives, they just come, it's a routine for them. So for them, I think to work, for it to function very well, should be people with many good strategies. Of course, there are strategies, but they should be there and brainstorm, as you show, on what to do first, what to implement, and to make the administration more attractive, because it is a company as well.
Okay, you say something relevant.
Yeah.
Everybody will agree with you what you say, because you've been trained in that field.
Yeah.
And you think in Congolese public administration, there are still regulations or status workers based on to work properly?
Yeah, I think so. There are many people who are more competent. Many people, they reserve to work on the public administration. And now some people are getting trained for that. And I think they are ready, many.
And, okay, you think so? Maybe reportedly speaking, or by hearsay, some things have changed now. But looking in the past, you think that public administration always functions well? You know, people sometimes complain, they go on strike, and also people are really tough. They got some realities. You'd like to refer to those realities.
You're right. I know couple of years ago, people were fed up. If you have something to do with the public administration, you will first waste your time, and also many people, they complain we are not very well paid. That's even what pushes the new generation to not join, let's say, to come on the board. Because myself, I think I was following one file on the public administration in one office. So it took a lot of time first to get it out. It's supposed to be signed by an authority, but it took time because many people first were not respecting the time. If you can, we only have 24 hours. You have to work on the 24 hours. I'm not talking in terms of salary and whatever. First, the way of doing the things.
Okay, we're doing things. If it's done according to the rules, things will be very well. And you need to target some sectors of public administration, and some challenges just to face in order to make things work well.
The first that comes in my mind is about justice. You know,
justice. But
justice.
The Congo is now going through the rule of law.
Yeah, of course. You know, the justice, what makes us, if you work on that one, it makes you powerful. Because everyone knows that we are equal in front of the law. No one is above the law.
And yet there are some of them who complain, say justice for one and against others.
That's what we don't want to see that in Congo. If they can do, at least we know if I am right, I'm in front of a judge, he will really sentence equally. That's what.
Can you really say that you are absolutely right that rule of law is effective in Democratic Republic of Congo because it's been established lately?
Yeah, I can deny. Now people are working on. Now we can count on our justice. Now people are right. People are doing their job the way it's supposed to do. I'm not saying they're perfect. They're trying to do their best and bring more now confidence to population now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we know that we deal with public administration. There are some challenges though. There are many sectors we need to target. One of them is transportation. So please watch this video about difficulties Congolese population face. This could be also addressed by the public administration, and we'll be back.
Early morning in this part of eastern Kinshasa means one thing: another hectic rush hour. The bus carries all sorts of people, from businessmen heading for the city centre to students running late for their morning lectures. But like with many commutes, not everyone is happy.
We are stuck together like sardines in a can. There should be more respect for everybody's personal space. We have to stand up, so we're tired when we arrive. It stops us from studying properly. They should provide more buses.
An alternative solution for getting around this vast city is taxis and shared taxis, a distinctive shade of yellow that fills up the crowded streets. They must carry a registration number in plain sight, a measure imposed to crack down on would-be kidnappers. But even these taxis, which seem so numerous, have an issue with insufficient supply.
It's tricky at this time of day because people are leaving work, but hopefully I'll find a taxi.
With these travel issues facing the residents of Kinshasa, a handful of Uber-style startups are hoping to move in and fill a gap in the market. The most well-developed of these companies is managed by young entrepreneur Patricia. Her startup, Uber's Cabs, has a large fleet of vehicles across the city. One snag is the cost, usually somewhere between $10 and $40. It's out of reach for the majority of the local population.
The goal at the moment is to reach all social classes. We started with the middle classes, but we'd like to offer the same service but with different models of vehicle, to be able to cater to the needs of all the people.
Kinshasa is the third biggest city in Africa, with a population of some 10 million. And like many African metropolises, it's only forecast to get bigger in the coming years. And that means that the public transport situation will have to develop and continue to evolve.
Oh yeah, let's move on. We want to talk about public administration in the DRC. You think that Congolese public administration must work independently or not comply with global standards?
No,
globalization standards.
They have two. Reason why, excuse me, you have that's one. You have the head of state is traveling from elsewhere, so he's trying to be in a global world now. We are in globalization. We should not delay. We should. I remember one concept one guy told me. We should see things the way the world is looking at them. So we should working on globalization, because now the administration elsewhere, it's more fulfillment, is trying to do the best to be more competitive. So we should make it competitive and follow up the way the world is moving.
Another concern is that most of Congolese public institutions and staff are old.
Yeah.
So what actually should be done to rejuvenate it?
Yeah, I think first, as I say, the public administration should be attractive, first of all, and it should be more performant, and also should have a high vision as an eagle, because as they become old, those who are there, they should look at what to do so that the young should integrate it. Because the company should continue to survive. I call the government, I call the state as a company.
But you know Congolese mentality, Congolese mindset. You cannot tell me to leave my position for you to take, right, hold those who are older, retired. can accept easily to go. And because they don't have money, they are not paid just for
the retirement.
Yeah.
I think this is a big challenge, but they have worked. They have done a lot for this country, the administration. We do recognize, but if you feel like you are tired, it's better you go. You leave the opportunity. I know the context might be difficult for the envelope for them to provide them once they have to go for their retirement. But I think I have read that the new government, the Warriors one, are trying to do their best with a program on how to to have the new generation joining the board.
All right, new generation joined this, the new the public administration. Okay, the job is tough. We all know that. And the reason why, since we talk about companies or enterprises that should be run by the main public administration, which means the government.
Yeah.
So the head of state is thinking about that. He wanted to do something to rejuvenate the government and even some of the members of the government to be young in order to be up to the challenge. So we're going to watch this video about the announcement of new government established by the head of state and be back. Please watch it.
After an almost 2-month wait, a new government was unveiled on Monday in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Sacred Union of the Nation, as this new government is being referred to, is reportedly made of pro-President Felix Tshisekedi personalities and sees both a reduction in numbers to 57 members and a fresh dose of diversity, that is, 27% female representation, a younger average age of 47 years, and with 80% new figures. The new Prime Minister Jean-Michel Sama-Lukonde stated that the new government's priorities are security, health, education, justice, agriculture, fisheries and livestock, economy, electoral process, infrastructure, and digital projects. The appointment of the new government comes 4 months after the breakup of the coalition of President Tshisekedi with his former predecessor Joseph Kabila.
All right, now we want to address a job opportunity issue. As far as public administration is concerned.
Yeah.
You think the job opportunity really is something that could be possible for everybody, especially young graduates? We need bachelors and so on. Could they have job opportunity easily just to be hired in public administration?
We have to think that program has already been implemented with the ENA institution that school is getting trained young diploma. When they finish their university studies, they can compete for that. I hope so. It's by recruitment. So the job opportunities are there, even though the context might be difficult. Humbly speaking, that's many of us, when we come out of the university, we want to go to office. We want to go to office. We want some of us to go to public administration.
Because this is just equal your training.
Yeah.
Academic training, your degree, your position allows you to have a high position as well. You think that leaving university, you go to do some of the thing, having your business, you think, because many people don't think things in that way.
I remember when we went for the graduation, my rector told us that we wish you the best to find a job if possible, but why not to create it? Why not to start a business? Elsewhere, people, yes, it's individuals who have the country. It intervenes, they intervene because they all the good companies where it attracts and it reduces unemployment rate. So it's better for us to leave a little bit the old system. All of us, we have to go to office. We are not all of us reserved, even though I do like to work in an office.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you.
Okay.
But I hope that the audience watching us now also agree with you that it's not only the fact of applying for a job.
Okay.
You graduate, you're a bachelor at universities and colleges, you want to get a job, you apply. But there is another option. Why not create a job of your own? Use your knowledge, acquire knowledge to create your job.
Yeah.
But now, over the past years, recruitment in the public administration was made by contest. What about today?
Today is a question. Is it still the same way? Today, I don't really.
You said earlier, right person to the right place.
Right person to the right place.
If you don't know anybody, you are not recommended. You can't have a good job.
Let me just give you one expression we've been using: an umbrella. You should have an umbrella.
Wow!
If you have an umbrella, then it's good for you. But you have easy access to.
Wow! But you think this reality is only Congolese? It's not also around the world? Do people face the same reality? You have an umbrella.
I think so. It's around the world, but maybe the level or the degree of our reality might be very high. That's what we complain a little bit. If we want this engine to move the car for a long time, we should also put some good, maybe fueled, let's not call it like that, means personnel, those people supposed to work in it. Then if you do the contest, you organize the contest, and then it will be good. You at least you can be sure this administration will be competitive, because people want to see Congo be competitive in the administration side. Okay,
but people need to be, public administration need to be competitive to help people get a job, qualified people to get a job. Yeah. But now, there's a loss. Let's be clear and also up front, right? There's a loss of meritocracy value.
Yeah.
People have lost that meritocracy. Fees is a wise, is clever, is a skillful guy, but he can't get that job because he doesn't have no umbrella, he doesn't have no acquaintances. Yeah. So what do you think about that value? What has happened to meritocracy value?
I think that's when our authorities and those who have the chance to be in a high position should at least think on applying it. At least they have that notion of meritocracy. They should only implement it. To be right to say, okay, you recommended me a person, it's better. He proves it. If he deserves it, we give him a position. If not, please give us the opportunity to do what we think is the right thing to do. I think that's what's supposed to do. Many people are fed up. You go to apply for, I remember we went for a Centrabec, our Centrabec, we went for a contest. We were many, and they told us, all of you, we are just only looking for 3 people. 3 candidates to be hired. Why you called many of us?
Yeah.
Why so?
Why did you call many of you? But you think that in addition to a skill or capacity or qualifications, are there some other moral values like trust?
Yeah.
Can be trusted before having this?
Yeah, trust, of course we need to be trustful, honest. That's okay. These are the qualities, and hard workers.
Hard working. Okay, this good. Those qualities also very important, moral qualities. Yeah. But now we're going to watch this video, which highlights the need not only to apply for a job, but also to think of creating a job or entrepreneurship. It's possible just to face this job opportunity issue. Please watch this video.
Did you know investing in the Democratic Republic of Congo has now been made easier? Starting a business has now been simplified. Within 3 days, a company can be registered and ready to operate at the cost of $120 for limited liability company and $40 for sole trader business. This service is performed through the one-stop shop company registration office, guichet unique de création d'entreprise, with representatives of all the different services required for business incorporation. Additionally, with the new family code, no marital authorization is required for women entrepreneur that wishes to start a business. With regards to construction permits, the fee has been reduced by 50% with the necessary licenses and permits delivered in the most transparent way by the local administration within 30 days. Registering property. Property transfer is available at the cost of 3% of the market value. Ownership disputes can be resolved at the litigation department of the Ministry of Land and Property, and get any title deed or transfer sales agreement notarized at the local administration and the land notary. Getting electricity. Request to connectivity for medium voltage electricity access has also been facilitated with a one-stop shop processing setup at the distribution department of Kinshasa of the National Electricity Company, SNEL. Now connectivity requests can be made online at www.snel.cd. Paying taxes, social security and all regulatory fulfillment contributions are now due once at the end of the month instead of 4 times, thanks to a single form available at the Tax Management Office, DGI. Trading across borders, export and import have been streamlined at the SEGUS into an electronic platform supported by the Ministry of Trade for all formal import, export, transit and transshipment formalities. These major reforms are initiated by the government of DRC through the National Agency for Investment Promotion, ANAPI.
Okay, now we're going a little by little to the end of our show. I'd like you just to tell us, there are many challenges we all recognize about public administration, and we talked about reforms that could be undertaken.
Yeah.
You think that that reform is effective today in public administration?
I think so. Even we know the famous sector like finance. Now we have new inspectors were hired, trained in order to occupy positions and also to help the public administration to discover where like robberies were committed. I think it's effective now. It's effective with INA as well.
Okay, thank you. You got a lot of things to say, but the time left is really short, right?
No problem.
Even in upcoming days, we're going to continue to deepen the matter.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciated your close attention to this program. It was very thought-provoking. Public administration and job opportunity in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You did well just to pay attention. We hope that next time you will stay tuned to the second national channel. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself.